I'm about to head over to the studio for today's show. We've got an awesome show coming up today at 2 p.m. Eastern. We're going to talk about this article that came out that says Mitt Romney was actually shell-shocked after losing the election. In other words, even though all of the actual polls had Obama ahead and all the indications were that President Obama was doing very, very well, Mitt Romney just really couldn't believe that he lost the election, which is really weird. And some of the reactions that we're hearing from the advisors are strange. We'll, of course, talk about General David Petraeus resigning as director of the CIA. After being caught in this affair, which apparently happened accidentally. He got caught by the CIA. And then this is also really interesting. If you look at a map of states that allow corporal punishment in school, it's basically, with the exception of 2 states, the same map of who voted for Mitt Romney in 2012. So we'll talk about that connection. We'll also talk about, and this is incredible, more Mormons voted for George W. Bush in 2008 than they did for Romney in 2012, which is pretty interesting as well. What else are we going to talk about today? There have been citizens in 15 different states have filed petitions to secede from the U.S. You can imagine all of those people did not vote for President Obama. So we'll talk about that. I actually think that some people are saying let them secede. I think that's a terrible idea, and I'll actually tell you why that's the case. And also a couple of interesting stories at the end of today's show. We'll talk about sex with animals is not explicitly illegal in about 20 states, yet 18 states have medical marijuana. In other words, it's easier to find a state where you can have sex with a horse than where you can get medical marijuana for legitimate medical issues. And you can only get married, gay marriage only legal in 9 states. Really incredible. And also, sex robots, there's a new study that says sex robots might actually help people live longer. So we'll talk about all that stuff. That's 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific on our YouTube channel. Tune in, subscribe, send us your audience questions at davidpakman.com.